I'm in Leonard Street in Oakingate. It's a narrow road with a single yellow line down one side of it. It extends the entire length of the road, and according to the sign by me, that prohibits parking from Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Break that regulation from today and you could end up with a fine, because from today Telford and Wrekin Council will be enforcing parking laws. With me is Paul Fenn, who's enforcement manager for the authority. Tell us about the background to this, Paul.
Yes, I think we're only one of a handful of local authorities that were left that had taken on civil parking enforcement, and we believe as Telford grows this is the right time now to take on these powers.
Now, you're getting money from the police to run this operation for the first few years. How much do you get, and how will it be used, and how did you persuade them to part with it?
It wasn't me that persuaded John Campion to support us in this. It's around about £200,000 over a 4-year period to support the set-up costs and allowing us to get into position, as we are today, to start issuing penalty charge notices.
Because in the build-up to the takeover, your team was putting warnings on cars instead of actual parking tickets. How many did you give out?
Well, it was a two-staged approach. The first approach was a Telford and Wrekin warning, just to say that as of the 31st, and we issued over 600 warnings. More recently, we've issued nearly 180 formal warnings, and even though we've taken on the powers today, we will still be looking to issue warnings at the same time.
Have you got some illegal parking hotspots already in your sites?
Yes, we have. I have to say we've been looking at this for the last 12 months. As a team, we know the hotspot areas that we're going to be looking at, and actually we've had over 80 requests from the general public at the moment, so they will be built into our target patrol plan. So you'll be seeing the officers, the officers are already out, but you'll be seeing them out in those hotspots as of today.
You talked about your team. How big a team is it?
Well, it's a team of 5 neighbourhood enforcement officers with a new team leader in place. And whilst that isn't so much to work across the borough, we're going to be taking a firm, fair and consistent approach. But it's about building on the relationship with the local community, town and parish councils and the police. And we're just there now to be able to not just issue warnings, but obviously issue tickets where we need to.
Now you've got a team of 5. You've got hundreds of thousands of pounds to put the plan into operation. Is it really needed? Is illegal parking a big problem in Telford?
I think we like to call it problem parking, and I think we're no different than anywhere else across the country, to be honest. What we want to do is to try and free up our networks, and we just want to promote positive parking across the borough.
And so how will you deploy your team? It sounded from what you said that it's going to be kind of like information-led, but will they patrol the entire of the area on a regular basis or just target known hotspots?
They will have a patrol plan that we've put together, so they will be going to particular areas on a very regular basis, but actually part of their role will then be to look at emerging and priority issues. And let's not forget, they are more than just a traffic warden, so they've got the delegated powers to deal with environmental enforcement, so they'll be looking out for fly tipping, littering, dog fouling and abandoned vehicles.
Where did you get your team of neighbourhood enforcement officers from? Did you have to recruit them?
We did, and actually we put the time and the effort into that recruitment programme. It was a number of assessments and then interview, and actually it really paid dividend because we've really got a good team.
They're going to be operating from today. You will still be issuing warnings, but you will also be issuing live tickets. How much is it going to cost a motorist who gets caught problem parking?
Well, I think the thing I want to be clear on is it's at the discretion of the officer. So we're not looking to make money on this. We haven't got an income target based on the number of tickets and that. So I want to reassure the public that we will be having conversations, but ultimately, if there is a problem, then we are able to issue tickets.
And how much will they be?
It's two tiers. One is £70 and one is £50, and that's depending on the contravention.
What happens to that money?
That money obviously will come back into the local authority, and that will support ongoing highway capital programmes.
So what would you say to somebody who says, oh well, this could just suddenly become an income stream?
I think it's fair to say that there will be some income coming in, but actually what we're going to do is put it back into local projects across the community linked to the highways programme.
So from today then, your chances of getting a ticket for problem parking, illegal parking around Telford and Wrekin increase as Telford and Wrekin's neighbourhood enforcement officers are going to be on the prowl.